Hey guys, it's Vernie here. Another Tuesday, another Vault video. This is going to be Season 3, Week 10. And this week we didn't do quite as much as last week. Kind of been petering off a little bit in terms of activity. I don't know, I was just a little less motivated. I've been playing some other games I got for Christmas, so that's why we've got less keys here. But let's go ahead and get into it. We still have, 8 characters to look at, which is plenty. So first we're going to start with the mage. The mage I ratted into a 16 on Monday night right after raid, so it was kind of a last minute thing because I didn't want to go without a box. And I think anything besides a weapon would be an upgrade because the mage is like 440. Down extra bad. Slow loading screen here. Jeebus, man. Dragon on Tuesday is popping. Okay. And if we somehow get a weapon, then we're very disappointed and we take the 2 tokens, I guess. But it might be that way. Oh! A crit haste ring. I think that's pretty good for Frost. My crit seems kind of low. I've been like exclusively playing Frost, so we'll take it. I mean, we're wearing like what, a 441 and a 447, so it's a pretty big upgrade. We will take it. Nice. We're 445 now. We're going up. 3 to 4 item levels a week. It'll get there. All right, next is the DK. We did 4 keys in the DKs. We've got 2 myth level vault options from dungeons. I think the DK is like 476, 477 now. We're pretty much done outside of aspect crest farming. It's going to be the same story across the remaining like 7 characters, is that I don't need a whole lot. So, looking for tier. We have myth gloves, we have myth legs, so a myth chest, myth shoulders, or myth helm would be perfect. And we're going to stay... Do we want to stay as Frost? No, I guess we'll go Unholy. I guess there are some off chances that we could take a weapon for a very, very minor upgrade. Okay, I see a helm there. A Haste Mastery helm. That's actually really good. It's pretty good stats for Unholy and Blood. We also have 480 boots with Haste Verse, which is pretty good. It's actually the bigger item level upgrade. But I think I would rather take the guaranteed like myth tier piece. And helm is one of the slots that has got a lot. It's got a lot of stat allocation in it. Helm, chest, and legs are typically the biggest pieces after weapons. So we're taking the helm. And we're happy about it. Very nice. 478. I mean, this guy is juiced. Cool. Alright. I think the majority of these characters are only going to have 1 key. I guess only about half of them have 1 key. The monk's got 1. It's 1 myth level. I don't need a whole lot else on the monk. I think a lot of these characters are probably just going to be doing, 1 to 4 dungeons a week. And if we take sockets, we take sockets. And we'll slowly fill out our aspect crest. We'll slowly get our gear upgraded. We did get a myth weapon last week, so that was pretty cool. So we've got 2 483 one-handers. And we've already got myth tier in most of the slots. I think a myth Midas would be cool. A myth ring with good stats, like the Waycrest one, crit verse. Myth legs, myth gloves. We're going to open a Windwalker for DPS trinkets. A cape with verse mastery, which is actually not terrible. I mean, it's a 4 item level upgrade on a slot that doesn't really have a whole lot of stats, but myth track piece is a myth track piece. It'll bring us closer to our end goal. So, cool. Not super exciting, but upgrade is an upgrade. Capes just have to be like the most boring piece. Capes and bracers. Anyway, onto the druid. We've got another myth vault piece from dungeons, and we also did a heroic clear. I think I took that character to alt heroic raid just because I was bored, and we needed a tank. So, and And we're 478. We've got a myth weapon, myth chest, myth shoulders. What do we really want? I guess, you know, more myth tier. Helm, gloves, legs. Boots, we're probably going to craft the toxic boots. We've already got them. We just need to upgrade them to 486. We already have a hero pips. I think we have a heroic Balorelos for Boomkin. I guess we just want feral trinkets and maybe we get... Honestly, I don't even know. I don't think it really matters. We're probably just taking either the myth piece or a socket. Ooh, myth helm with the socket on already. Holy! That's actually really good. You love to see it. I mean, I think we just take this, and it's got good stats for bear, so we're happy about it. I think by, you know, like the next month or two, all our characters are just gonna have full myth tier, which is pretty nice. So cool. 479 on this character. They're all creeping up to that 480 item level, and then it's just gonna be very slow from here on out, which we're okay with. We did the bulk of our gearing, you know, 8 weeks ago, so. And the Evoker, I did 120. I think I was doing portal runs, because I need like one more portal on this character, then this character is done. We're 2638. It's kind of crazy for an alt that I don't really play very often. So we're already 480 on this character. We need myth chest, myth gloves. We got a myth branch last week, which is pretty cool. We'd also take a myth tainted seal from Darkheart. But yeah, I'm mostly just looking for tier pieces again. Or even an offhand. Offhand would be okay. Oh wait, let's not open as preservation. We're going to open as augmentation. We do not want healing loot. I have not been healing on this guy at all, so. A 483 verse haste socketed ring. Really bad stats. Like, unimaginably bad. We already have this on a hero track. Like, yeah, it's got a socket, but verse is terrible for all the specs. I mean, I just have to take the tokens. And that's the possibility of the one slot vault, you know, sometimes you get burned. But this character's 480. If I really cared, I could squeeze another, you know, 4 to 5 item levels, but I don't think it matters. Especially not for the keys that I'm doing. Plus 20s are quite easy, so. Alright, Shaman time. Also did 118. Last week we got a myth shield, I think. So our resto set is done. I think we're going to open his enhance from now on. There's the off chance of a few good agi trinkets. We could use another weapon. We're missing all myth tier on this guy, so really any tier piece would be great. And again, the Darkheart ring. So let's go ahead and open her up. Another haste verse ring. Man, that is unfortunate. Those stats are so bad. Okay, well, we took 4 tokens last week, so we're just going to take 2 this week and make a socket out of it. And what am I going to put them on? Probably this embellishment, because the embellishment's really, really good. So let's just go ahead and buy the socket and put it on now. And we'll buy the gem later. Not exciting, but it is an upgrade. Cool. Alright, 2 characters left. Priest. Priest did 4 keys. Did a 20 and then some 18s, so we'll have 2 myth slots again. This character, I think, I need to do some more aspect farming to upgrade my 476 crafteds to 486. And I think that's really it. Well, we've got myth helm, myth shoulders, we have a myth cape, myth gloves. I mean, really, we just need legs, chest, and a weapon. Those are the biggest pieces. We'll leave it as shadow. There really aren't, well, no, because I really don't want to go holy and then have like the leaf drop, like something I'm personally not going to use. So we'll just stay as shadow. Maybe we get a cool trinket. Okay, 483 bracers, which that's unfortunate because that's where our embellishment is. And the same verse haste ring we got 2 characters ago. Man, and verse is it's just not good. Verse is not really good for most of the casters, and we already have a myth ring, and we have a crafted ring. So, I mean, I think we just take the tokens, and then maybe this week we only do one key, and we plan on next week taking a socket. Oh. Pretty uninspiring, but that's okay. Last character, the Paladin. You know, standard 6 of 9 mythic, a heroic boss. We'll have a full raid selection. And I think I did 3 or 4 dungeons. I think I only did 3. I attempted 4, but I was trying to push for 3k. We had a couple depletes, which was fun. We did manage to get 3k, though, so I think my quote-unquote push is going to stop there for the season. The last 2 seasons, I've never been higher than 2750 and 2800, so this is a pretty big step up for me. I don't think I'll be doing any more. I guess maybe if I get bored, I will. In terms of loot, what am I doing? Oh, I was protection last night for raid. That's right. I mean, we have full tier already. I guess we could take a cape or a belt or a ring for like ret, and I guess we'll just go ret and just maybe we get a trinket or something. We don't need a shield. We don't need a weapon. This character is pretty decked. Honestly, a socket would be fine. Okay, wow. This I looted from raid yesterday. There is a 486 belt with crit. It's kind of interesting. I think this is Volcaros, maybe? It's one of the earlier bosses. Coiled Serpent Idol and Heroic, pretty bad. 483 myth chest. We already have a myth chest. So the question is, do we take a socket? What can we even put sockets on? We have 1 belt and 1 ring left. I kind of think I take this belt, because it's an item level upgrade. And we're going to do that. It's like one of the only pieces we can get an item level upgrade. We still have months to take sockets. So, and we haven't already socketed this belt, so it's not even a loss. So, cool. One of the only pieces we could upgrade, we did. Not going to complain about that. And we'll just take a quick look at the affixes for the week. Looks like it is Fortified, Incorporeal, Sanguine. So make sure you're taking your CCs for Incorp. If you have 2 people with a brain, it's a pretty easy affix. Sanguine is pretty much dependent on the tank and maybe 1 or 2 knockbacks, so it's not too much of a time waster. But it's an okay week. It's better than last week, that's for sure. But anyway, I think it's going to be it for me on this vault video. So I hope you guys had some good luck in your vaults. Be streaming on Twitch this week, twitch.tv/Veronyx, VERONYX. Feel free to come by, drop a follow if you enjoy the content, etc. Hope to see more of you there, and we'll see you next time. Peace.